Hey, what's up guys? My name is John Bowman. Today we're going to talk about shot put technique for spinners. So the best way to learn the rotation in the shot put is to get a firm grasp on three concepts. The first concept is understanding the four positions that you're in when you do the full turn. So you're in, you step out, that's step one. You land in the middle, that's step two. Left foot lands in the front, that's step three. And step four is pushing the ball. So let's repeat that. We have step, 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 and that last piece is push. And it's those four movements that make up the full throw. Although this seems complicated, it's not as hard as you might think. You're simply just stepping a couple times through the circle, and as you get good at those steps, you move them faster, and you move them faster, and then before you know it, you're doing the full spin. The second concept you need to understand to do the full rotation is that throughout the rotation, we have a deep bend in our knees are wide, our hips are under us, and our shoulders are level. Just like in the front of the circle, we're in this large loaded position, so our knees are apart, our hips is engaged, we're ready to push this ball. We want to have a long loaded position, so our knees apart, hips under us, and level shoulders. So you can see here I have this exaggerated space between my knees. My hips are rolled out, shoulders are level. So we're in this strong upright position this whole time through the circle. So again, notice that wide knees, hips are under me, shoulders are level. So you can see every part of the throw had that strong position. That concept is what keeps us on balance, allows us to move through the circle, and then ultimately allows us to push the shot put at the end. And then the third concept to understand to do the full rotation is the ability to turn on your feet. So turning on your feet is foundational to any type of rotational movement. We got to be on the ball of our foot. Our ankle and knee and hips have to be strong and rigid. So when this is strong and this is strong and this is strong, and we're on the ball of our foot, then it's easy to turn on our foot. That's what we want to see. It's really easy. A lot of people, their foot stays flat and it doesn't turn, and then it's really hard to do this. You really can't. So you can see when the foot is stuck on the ground, nothing moves and our hips collapse underneath us. That's the same in the back of the ring. It's the same in the middle of the ring. If our foot doesn't turn in the middle of the ring, we end up pulling with our shoulders. So right here in a half turn position, you can see my heel is up, my weight's on top of that foot, and that ankle, knee, and hip are really strong. And when they are really strong, the foot turns really well. See how that turned all in one unit? Then the last piece of this is when that left foot lands in the front, that foot continues to turn, and that's what creates that push at the end of the throw. So if you're in this good posture position, knees bent, hips under us, shoulders level, and you have the ankle, knee, and hip really tight and strong, then it's very easy to turn. Looks something like this. You can see that leg stays strong as I make that turn. Boom, boom. Getting good at the rotation comes from balance, comes from posture, comes from strength in your hips and in your feet and in your ankles, and it comes from repetitions. And so when you say you're working out at the back of the circle, and the first rotation is pretty hard to do, and you're having trouble getting around that left, then that's where you practice with the one step. You wind up, you step out, and you can do that step, and then you can again finish the rest of the throw. And you can do that for any part of the thing. So there is no magic recipe. Here's the special drill to do, is you breaking the full spin into these 4 pieces so that you can feel each part, so that you can make sure that you're in the right positions. Because positions create distance. When you are in the right position, the throw becomes a reaction, and that reaction produces monster throws and good feeling. So the whole point here is use these 4 pieces as a guide to help you get better. So, do lots of stand throws, do lots of half turns, which would be this part. Do lots of South Africans, which would be this part. And then as you get better, do lots of step outs. Step out, South African. And then when you get to it, do a bunch of full turns. And try over and over and over again. And remember, it isn't some special drill to make you do that. What makes you learn this well is keeping your feet strong and your ankles strong and your knees strong. Keeping your hips under you. Those are the pieces that allow someone to spin. So if you do that, I promise you, you'll figure out this full rotation and you can drop some bombs. All right, guys, one more thing. I love making YouTube videos. It is a blast. I love teaching people, and it's great. I also love making t-shirts. If you want one of the t-shirts I've made, you can buy one. This is one of them right here. Underneath this video, there is a merchandise bar, and it has a few shirts and a cool winter hat. This guy right here. And so if you need some shirts, if you want one, or if you want to support me and what I'm doing in this channel, go ahead and click down that and buy something. I'd really appreciate it. Peace. Shoot. What? Farthest one yet? Hey guys, thanks so much for watching my video. I appreciate you sticking around to the end. Your view means a lot to me. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, especially if you want to see more cool discus and shot put videos. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you on the next video.